No, 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 don't do this to me. Not now. I just fixed you. Give me a sec. This has been fine every other time I've opened it, but now I gotta, like, readjust the window cropping. And also unmute the Citra. Okay, sorry, I thought this was gonna be a real quick and easy start, but... Actually, let me just try closing Citra and opening it again. Maybe that'll work. Okay, now it's fine. Whatever. Yeah, my stream UI just uses whatever was most recent, even if it was a previous stream. It's fine. So, before I get into it, right off the bat, like, 1, I hope everyone's doing okay, and 2, everybody decide if you want to go to, if you want to go to the Wild West, if you want to go to Windmills, or if you want to go to the Walled City. Once the chief puts his new spectacle— okay, yeah, whatever. That's what happened in Fungi. Okay. I'm gonna preemptively apologize for getting y'all hyped up for I Want to Be a Cowboy Baby, because it is probably the quickest of all of these mini-episodes. Let's see, what do you have to say, Desmond, actually? Oh, you have a puzzle for me! Professor, how are you finding the Bostonius? Is the decor to your taste? Very much so, Professor. Everything is splendid, from the elaborate yet cozy design of the interior to the first-rate pilot. I imagine that even the most luxurious airlines would struggle to offer this level of hospitality. Hardly deserving of such praise, Professor. They just, like... They're just, like, getting so much enjoyment out of being like, oh, hello, Professor. Yes, I'm fine, Professor. How are you, Professor? Like, just... They're having so much fun with that. Surely there must be at least 1 or 2 flaws you can pick out. I hate to disappoint, but with the excitement of a worldwide expedition, it is difficult to focus on any negative aspects. True, there's a great deal of excitement to be had, but it's not all smooth sailing, you know. We've had our fair share of troubles while traveling the skies. A few technical hitches and a few scrapes with disaster. Oh, do I have to do a puzzle to repair the ship? That'll be fun. Okay, oh, fuel's errand. We're doing this again. Well, not quite. Something's wrong with the engine. The pipe is shattered. Use the piece of the pipe on the touchscreen to reconnect the engine to the fuel supply. Okay, so this is just like... This is exactly like how hacking works in BioShock. At least the first one. See, we say it's super easy, but I'm totally gonna find a way to butcher it. Missed a piece. Yeah, that tracks.
My intuition should serve me well. A satisfying puzzle indeed.
Alright, thanks, Sycamore. It was a day like any other. Raymond had the helm and the prevailing winds blew southeast, if I remember correctly. Then, out of nowhere, came a tremendous crash. The world shook and we were thrown unconscious, if but for a moment. Goodness. Damn, that's crazy, bro! When we came to, the ground was rapidly approaching and the engines audibly sputtered and coughed. Raymond took one look at me and then bolted to the engine room. It must have been a harrowing experience. If Raymond was otherwise occupied, who manned the controls? I did. I had very little choice in the matter. Having only piloted the ship once very briefly in perfect weather, it was daunting to say the least. My heart was pounding so hard I thought it might burst from my chest. That's exactly how I felt having to drive through downtown Atlanta during rush hour while my dad was driving the moving van. And whenever he needed to change lanes, which was in very quick succession, I had to, get out first and create, slow down the people behind me to create an opening for him, because he was, it's a very long moving truck. So that was, I don't know, I'm pretty sure my shoulders were, up here for the rest of the day. I was so tense. And yet here you are, resolute as ever. You and Raymond trusted each other enough to avoid sheer disaster. Raymond and I go back a long way. Of course, this wasn't the only time we suffered engine trouble, but that's another story. Which I guess I'll have to unlock that in pieces? Okay. So... where are we going? Where are we dropping Raymond? Oh cool, the desert's the very next one. So I'm just gonna go through the rest of these in order. I like to think Sycamore started out telling true stories about ship disasters, then ran out of them and started making things up for the drama. Oh, he totally would. If the map of the Azran Dome is accurate, then there should be an egg somewhere in the vicinity.
The land is arid, yet the ore paints the landscape a beautiful hue.
The nearby town is surrounded on all sides by rocky mountains. Locating the egg may prove difficult.
I agree. I can only sense a faint resonance of the Azran.
Then it seems we will have a long journey ahead of us. Let us begin by talking to the locals. Let's talk to the cowboys. Okay, yeah, this is the whole map, and I think there's maybe like 4 or 5 little dots on it in total. They got cabbages on a string up there?
It's so dusty out here.
According to Professor Sycamore, this is the town of Toredo.
Toredo? I've not heard of it before. I don't think I see anything that looks like Azran ruins around here.
The people of Toredo are sure to be more familiar with the area than we are. It never hurts to ask around. Hear that, kids? Professor Layton says you should definitely talk to strangers. Frequently.
Well then, time to get down to business. That is, as soon as we find someone.
It is unusually quiet for a town at this time of day.
Look, there's someone now.
Oh my god, a real-life cowboy!
Hey! A word of advice from me to you. We don't take kindly to strangers here in Toredo. Wow, you talk just like they do in cowboy films. Howdy there, partner! A fine day for rustling some cattle, ain't it? Yeehaw!
What? I don't think you heard me. I almost said just. I don't think you heard me straight, boy. But how he means to deliver it is, I don't think you heard me straight, boy. You hightail it out of here and don't you come back, you hear? I can't say this has been the warmest of welcomes. Is there a particular reason for your hostility, sir?
Sure is. You folks. You see, you shouldn't be here. And unless you're a tough nut like me, you ain't gonna last 10 seconds in this town.
Everyone run for your lives! It's all red! Oh, red? Yikes! Somebody call the sheriff! Oh my god. Where's Big Iron when you need him?
It didn't take much for that tough nut to crack.
It seems unwise to linger here. Let's follow the man. Layton has the big iron on his hip.
Hmm?
It's a big puppy.
There it is.
That must be old Red.
Grrr, I guess.
Did you see that? It's the egg! We found it at last, Macaw! Boss was right then. Get in position. Don't let it get away! Robin, you nitwit! Get back here! Professor, it's Target! Or rather, they're two most incompetent agents who seem to follow us wherever we go. Yes, this is very worrying. Even more worrying is the fact that the egg appears to be hanging around that wolf's neck. Well, at least now we know why the streets are virtually deserted. Those men ran straight after the wolf! Come on, Professor, we have to hurry!
Luke, stay calm. We've already lost sight of them. Besides, it would be ill-advised to give chase without first finding our bearings.
Right, we should ask around first. Do you think that man will be more willing to help now that his overblown ego is popped?
I think Emmy should say more mean things about every man in this game. Residents of the desert town of Torito live in fear of a mighty wolf they call Old Red. Every time the beast makes his way into town, the people flee. But why does Old Red need to come to Torito in the first place? Old Red is certainly a fearsome sight to behold, and yet he left as quickly as he arrived, without harming anyone or destroying anything. Really, that's like a first for Layton games. Nothing was destroyed. Alright, Jesse. The varmint's gone? Well, gee, that's a relief. Hello again. You folks again. Look, I ain't no yellow belly, just skedaddle already. You came to the wrong place at the wrong time. One moment, if I may. It's fair to say that the wolf we saw earlier is the cause of Torito's troubles, is it not?
Yeah, what you saw just now is Old Red.
About 3 weeks ago, he started coming down from yonder mountains.
Could you tell us which mountains exactly?
Not a chance, missy. You go up there and he'll gobble you up faster than you can shake a rattlesnake. But if you're still fixing for an early grave, go see the sheriff about it. He'll be in the saloon. But first, let's touch fire. Iron can be heated in this furnace and then shaped on the anvil. Alright, Layton, I see you've also played RuneScape.
I usually feel the urge to touch hot things, but I'm a bit hesitant right now. It's so hot, just looking at it is making me sweat. This is just like when I met Miss Angela.
Oh yeah, I think I might have skipped over him a couple times, but I think there's at least one scene in every game where if you tap on, like, you know, like a candle or a torch or something, then Luke will try touching it and he'll be like, ow, it's hot! Like, he's surprised that fire is hot. Actually, I think in Miracle Mask it's a cactus instead of fire.
Hey look, a hidden puzzle!
Thick as thieves. This trio of criminal brothers have committed so many crimes together that even their breathing has become synchronized. Thick-ass thieves, indeed. One of their favorite robbery techniques involves two of the brothers dropping stolen goods down from above while the third brother handles their cart. In order to keep the cart balanced, however, the weight must be distributed evenly in a square shape. Can you help the brothers get away with another big haul? Absolutely. So, this is like Tetris. Hang on a minute, tell me the controls again. Okay, I couldn't use... Okay, but how do I... Oh, okay, I have to press that button to get them to drop. Ooh, I don't like that. This is like Tetris, but not as fun. The fact that they also rotate in midair is giving me a little bit of a headache. But... oh, I think I got the hang of it now. Yes... where do I want you? Oh, no, that's not where I wanted you. I want you over here. Then this guy goes right in the middle. Yeah, yeah. Yes!
Want an answer? How's this?
I did a spatial relations problem and didn't want to die.
Piece of cake.
The brothers have done it again! Everything's coming up Susie. That one was definitely worth the effort. Alright, now we go talk to the sheriff. Despite the panic outside, this room exudes goodwill and cheer. Why is that? Well, Laura, it's because everyone's drunk. Just absolutely shit-faced. The people here seem to be celebrating the fact that they survived the encounter with Old Red, rather than dwelling on their fear.
That man outside said the sheriff would be in here, but I don't see anyone who looks like a sheriff. Do you?
I do see a really big leg.
Look, Professor! Look at this leg of ham!
What a fine leg of cured ham. It smells absolutely divine.
Cured ham is alright sometimes, but it's a bit too salty for me. Damn it, I thought we were going to get another
ham line. Mischievous nut. What an impressive set of antlers. Would that we could shed regret like a deer does its antlers. Damn, Desmond, you can't just drop that on us.
I'm not sure I'd like to have antlers on my head all the time. Well, look how long this hot dog is, Professor. That would fill me up for a whole day.
I generally prefer cucumber sandwiches, I must say. I can't fault him there. Cucumber sandwiches are pretty good. I don't know they fill the same niche as a hot dog. Alright, since this guy is the only foreground model in the entire room, I guess he's the sheriff. Ain't seen you around these parts, little lady. Where do you hail from? Me? I'm from the Azran. Oh, Azran. Yep, I think my cousin Duck took a trip there last summer. Fine place. Say, you game for a game of cards? I'll deal. Okay, I didn't let me give an answer, but you know, sure, I'll play poker with a drunk man. Now see here, little missy. Here's the game. Don't worry, it's simple enough, even if you ain't never played it before. Look at hands 1, 2, and 3. Each time I've lined up the same 4 cards. Each time I've lined up the same 4 cards. Some of them face up, some face down. On the touchscreen, you'll see I've lined up the 4 cards once again. If you turn over one of these cards and produce a diamond, you win. Well, little lady, which card you gonna flip?
Here is my answer.
I'm too smart for you, old man.
I enjoyed that.
He was trying to double deal me. Now that's how you play cards. Derringer! Oh, you've got a lot to answer for, you chiseler. Sheriff! It was just a little friendly game. There ain't nothing untoward about it, I swear. I always thought you was low, but cheating an innocent girl at a game of cards? You better make tracks. Pronto. Sorry about that, ladies and gents. That Derringer may be a bit sly, and he may have a terrible sense of humor, but I guess deep down he ain't really a bad egg. Anyhow, you folks must be from another country or some such. What brings you out here to this deadbeat town? We're looking for something. The wolf you call Old Red has the item we seek around its neck. You want to meet Old Red? Ha! With all due respect, you folks must be off your rocker. But if you're serious, listen, this ain't really the place. Folks is celebrating, and I don't want to bring down the mood, you hear? Let's talk somewhere quieter. Meet me by the dried up creek just north of here. Alright, dried up creek. Let's go. First, I feel like there's like another hint point or two hiding around here. There's so many, like, good spots for them to be. Especially with all the lamps in here. Once again, I can't make Luke touch fire. Pardon me back there. I just didn't want to cause a fuss for the whole town, you know? You are afraid of the big wolf? I ain't denying it. That old boy causes us a heap of trouble whenever he pays us a visit. Now, I'm sure you ain't blind, but beyond our little oasis of calm, there ain't nothing but Badlands, far as the eye can see. I figure his old watering hole dried up, so he made Dorito his new favorite spot, if you catch my drift. That makes sense. Animals do what is required to survive. Yep. Now, I ain't saying I don't feel for the poor fella, but if he goes on like this, folks will not want to live here no more. Besides, who's to say he won't try and make off with Derringer the like one day for his breakfast? We are well aware of the danger, Sheriff. Nevertheless, it is imperative that we find Old Red. I take it you know where his den is? No backing down, eh? Ah, fine.
But first you gotta help me with this here mystery. Farmer comes back to his chicken coop to find the door open and all his chickens gone. He tells the sheriff, who works out either A, B, C, or D is responsible, but they're all pointing fingers at each other. Okay, so they've all said they've each said a piece, but only one of these people is telling the truth. Can you work out who is to blame for this? I love these ones because it's just really like it's a steady process of elimination. You just start out like, okay, let's assume the first guy is telling the truth. Does everyone else's sentences track? And if not, you just move on to the next guy. Okay. So if A is assuming A is telling the truth, he says it's B who's to blame. That means B, C, and D are all liars. So it also tracks that C's the culprit, C is not the culprit. C's saying it's either A or B, I'm not sure which. Well, I don't think you can really count either of these dudes, because what they're claiming isn't definite. So I feel like I need to look at A or B. Okay, you know what? I think B is to blame, because if A is telling the truth, then that makes his claim that C is the culprit, which is a definite claim, is a lie. And these guys don't really count because they're not sure about what they're saying.
Let's shed some light on this one.
My logic was so perfect.
I shall have to redouble my efforts.
Imagine that each one of the men is the culprit and see how the very... Okay, yeah, this type of puzzle is only in every single game. Alright. If B is guilty, then C and D are both technically correct. The best kind of correct. So, okay, then it's not B. Okay. So, alright, let me see their claims again. It's either A or B. Okay, so I can't. There's no way for me to select multiples. So that's a loophole that's out. The only guy who isn't directly blamed by anyone is D, which is kind of suspect. So, he's my next guess just by the fact that... No, wait a minute. C's telling the truth, and it is A. Because it's not B who's to blame. C is not the culprit. It is either A or B, which means he's telling the truth. And you're also a liar.
My intuition should serve me well.
Alright, there we go.
A satisfying puzzle indeed.
Exactly. Oh, hey, they're wearing masks. Just like a fun little portent or omen or whatever, even though I'm pretty sure the average person would want to wear a mask in the middle of a chicken coop. They're wearing them wrong. Mask goes over your nose, dipshit. Thunderation! So it was that feller. Guess I'll be sleeping easy tonight. Now, deal's a deal. I'll tell you what you want to know. Some folks have seen old Red going into the old abandoned mine at night. My guess is that's where he sleeps. Now, I'm sure you've got good intentions and all, but I want no more part in this. From here on, your lives are in no one's hands but your own. Please, for your own good, stay clear of the old boy. So, Old Red's den is somewhere in that mine, is it? Well, let's go and pay the old boy a visit. Leave it to me. I'll see if I can convince him to give us the egg. Yeah, sure, everyone crowd behind. Everyone pin your hopes on the 10-year-old. That's fine. I didn't break it. This background music has the same, it has one of the tunes from the title theme in it. I don't know how to make myself clearer than that, because I'm not really good at musical terms. I bet if you listen to all of these tracks, they would all be pulling some, like, chunk of notes from the title theme as well. So this is the mine where Old Red lives. We'd best be on our guard. Agreed. Luke, it's very possible that he will have a bad temperament. He may not listen to you. To be on the safe side, we should have a backup plan. Oh, no need for that. I'm sure I can sort this out. Luke, are you absolutely sure about this? Because I'm pretty sure he, like, eats twice your body weight daily. Go, white boy, go! Oh, I love when you can tell that cartoon animals are so definitely voiced by a person. Whoa! He's baring his fangs! That might not be a good sign. No? Grrr. He seems to be in pain. I wonder if it's hunger, like the sheriff said. I hope not, because we just walked into his lair. Mind you, if he wanted to eat us, I'm sure he would have done it by now. Oh dear. I'm not sure that's very comforting. Anyway, a gentleman never backs down from a challenge. I can do this. Old Red, please listen. We don't mean you any harm. We just want to know what's wrong so we can help. Oh, you are? So that's why. What did he say? The reason he keeps visiting Torito is because he wants to find the girl who once saved his life. Aw, sad puppy. Sad dog. He doesn't think he has very long left, and he wants to thank the girl before it's too late. So, he's ill? I'm not sure. He just says that he's in terrible pain. Okay, I don't remember the, like, details of this like, mini-plot very well, but I'm, like, 90% sure this is a thorn in the lion's paw kind of situation. He can't find the girl himself because every time he goes into town, the people just run away in fear. Maybe we could help him find the girl, and he can give us his pendant. Rawr. He's not keen on that idea. It's really precious to him. It was a gift from the girl, and now he wants to give it back. You'll know in like 5 minutes you're halfway done. Okay, this one is... Okay. But she can't need the Aura Stone as much as we do. What should we do? Well, if I was in his position, I'd want to do the same thing. So I think we should help him. He says the girl is quite short, and the last time he saw her, she was wearing a red scarf and had plaited black hair. Come on, let's go back and find her. Yeah, there's only like 5 people in this whole town anyway. It's not gonna take long. Hey, Professor, remember the last time we were in an abandoned mine shaft? Well, I mean, the last time that actually happens in the future. Sheriff Flynn, if I didn't know better, I'd say you was scared of the old boy. Ma'am, if you don't mind me saying, the only one who's happy about old Red coming to pay us all a visit is you. He may have good intentions, like you say, but all it'd take is one little accident, and he'd have one very angry mob hunting him down.
Oh, don't make such a ballyhoo. When's old Red ever said anything about eating folk? That's the darndest thing I ever heard.
Lady, I reckon anyone who claims they can speak with the old boy is sure to be 2 rungs short of a ladder.
Oh, that's rich. You ain't the sharpest tool in the shed yourself, Flint. Besides, a wolf or two might even be good for Torito. It'd liven up this dull burg.
Wow, that lady's really having a go at the sheriff. Indeed. Perhaps we should inquire. About having a go at the sheriff, that is. I'd like to be next. He's quite a ruggedly handsome man. Good evening, Sheriff. About the lady with whom you were arguing. That old gal? Well, we got all pieces of odd in us, but she's just got bigger pieces than most. I'm worried one of these days she's gonna get herself in a whole lot of trouble. Heck, it's like this every time old Red pays us a visit. Some say she's the one calling the beast over. Oh yeah, because every time there's some kind of wild animal, it's always the woman's fault for being a witch. You know, cough cough, Ariana.
But old Red's just a gentle giant. I hope that bossy old woman isn't bullying him.
Gentle giant? Have you got eyes in the front of your head, boy? Luke here is, let us say, a great lover of animals. He believes that deep down they all have a gentle side. That's sweet, but don't go siding with the old lady just because it sounds nice. I reckon she's gone off her rocker.
This isn't getting us anywhere. Come on, Professor. Let's find the girl old Red has been looking for.
Alright. I suppose we can always continue our inquiry later. Actually, okay, like, I think it's pretty obvious who it is. Can I just go talk to her already? Nope, cannot enter that house. Never mind. Alright, I guess we'll talk to whoever's in the bar. No, there's no one in the bar either. Okay. Oh, Miss Collum, what's up? Daria? What brings you to this remote little town? Ah, no, wait. Your next big scoop, I presume?
On the ball as always, Desmond. Can I get your opinion on something? I'm thinking of publishing this puzzle along with the next article.
A feathered apple. 8 coasters of various shapes and sizes, artfully arranged to form an apple. These 8 coasters can also be rearranged in the shape of an ostrich. Rearrange the 8 coasters to create an ostrich that's exactly the same shape as the one on the top screen. Okay. And I can't just pick them up and move them, I have to, like, fucking do this? Oh my god. I mean, I can kind of see where it's gonna start taking information, but really, dude? Crud. I gotta move these guys around first. How does this need to be? Not quite. Okay, I need to get the blue 2 guy up there. Sheesh.
God, this one sucks because like I can't even tell like why I can or cannot move any of these, but it's almost there. Please, please, please. Oh my god, please. Oh my god. There, it's a fucking ostrich.
Let's try this. Puzzles are a tonic for the mind.
Are they now? He is so cute when he solves a puzzle. Fab! That's just the sort of feedback I was looking for. Say, if you're ever back in London, drop by for a coffee. She's ignoring the request of us. Or, no, she's... Where did I get request? She's ignoring the rest of us. Why, I'd be delighted to. Let me just consult my extremely busy schedule. It's like, oh, a date? Oh, with a woman? Never mind. Well, looky who it is. Listen, I'm awful sorry about earlier. It's just that I was so relieved when old Red took to the hills. I might have gone a little overboard with the celebrations. Let bygones be bygones, Mr. Derringer. We are wondering if perhaps you could help us with something. Do you know of a girl in Torito with plaited hair and a red scarf? Plaited hair? Why, you must mean Scarlet. Better watch yourself, pard. She looks a demure gal, but believe me, she ain't. Dude, she's like 13. About now, she'll be down at the saloon tidying up the place. Oh, damn, I wish everybody was Southerners in this game, because that's actually a voice I can do pretty well.
Oh gosh. Well, this ain't good. No, this ain't good at all.
Miss Scarlet, do you require some assistance?
Assistance? For little old me? Why, thank you, sir. See, I've been hankering for a burger, but I done forgot the recipe.
Yeah, dude, she's like not even 13. A burger puzzle? Yes! Help Scarlet make a tasty burger by jumping ingredients over one another to stack them up. Make sure to follow these rules. Ingredients can only move by leaping vertically, horizontally, or diagonally over other ingredients. An ingredient cannot jump over 2 or more ingredients okay, so you can only go one space at a time. Ingredients you jump over are removed from the counter and put on the burger. You must finish with an ingredient in the middle of the grid and nowhere else. Okay, okay. Yeah, dude, what's with all the food puzzles? I was hoping to keep this stream, like, within a specific time limit so I wouldn't have to juggle trying to eat on camera. But now I'm glad that I did that because, damn, these are some tasty looking puzzles. Okay. Oh my god, they got the little burger fairies for us. Okay. What moves can I make? Right. Okay, I can move that. My ancestors, the Burger Fairies. There we go. That's a tasty looking burger.
Let's shed some light on this one. Excellent, if I do say so myself.
Now that's a mighty mouth-watering burger right there. Good work. Wait, who are you folks anyways? I'm Luke, and this is Professor Layton. Indeed. Now then, Luke here had a chat with Old Red, and he said that he would very much like to see you.
Hold on a minute. You're saying you spoke with Old Red? Oh, I knew it. Ain't no one believed me and Grandma, and we knew Old Red was a kind soul. If they could see Old Red for who he really is, they'd finally start taking Grandma seriously. Can you tell the old boy something for me? Tell him to stop scaring the living daylights out of everyone in Torito. Ask him to try and make some peace. I think that's something you should tell Old Red yourself. Come on, let's go and see him. Gosh, now you're talking. You okay with this, Mr. Layton, sir?
Consider yourself one of us, Miss Scarlet. Now, we'd better go quickly if we wish to see Old Red before the sun sets.
Alright. Oh shit! Why are you harassing my puppy? Gotcha, you big stupid dog. Hand over the egg, or you'll be sorry. Professor, what are they doing?
This doesn't look good.
Listen, you've had your warning. Now let's see how tough you are. Take this.
Robin. Don't tell me.
It's not loaded! What do we do? What do we do, Macaw?
Rawr.
Run!
Robin, you. Why does he keep calling him a ninny? Like, I wish they could say the fuck word in this game, like, 'cause I would be like, Robin, you fuckwit. Grrr.
Phew. It's a good job they aren't the most dynamic duo. Look, Old Red, we brought the girl. Don't worry your pretty big head anymore, Old Red. I'm here now. So, please, stop scaring the townsfolk. Do you think you can do that for me?
Grrr.
It's okay. If you want to say something to her, I'll translate for you.
Grrr. Grrr.
What? What's wrong? He says you're not the one he's looking for. What? But how? And I was so sure he'd taken a cotton to me.
I don't know what kind of dog noise that is.
I'm sorry. It looks like we'll have to find someone else. And there's no other women in this town for some fucking reason, level 5. He's looking worse for the wear. We better find the right girl before it's too late. I suppose we should go back to town and think about this.
I don't know, maybe we ask the only other... I'll get Mickey on the phone, he can voice Old Red for you. Penis Town? Pariston Hill? It doesn't make sense. Scarlet seemed the best fit of the description Old Red gave us. But Old Red said she didn't smell the same. Well, unless anyone here is actually a dog, I think we can rule out that method of investigation. I don't suppose we could just bring Old Red down here to sniff her out? No, that ain't gonna work. The moment anybody claps eyes on him, they'll hightail it out of here. We should also consider the possibility that the girl is not from Torito. True. She could have merely been visiting like us.
We can ask Grandma. There ain't never been a living soul pass through here without her knowing about it.
That sounds promising. Frankly, we could do with any lead at the moment, no matter how small it may be.
Great! Well, her house is this one right here. Kinda hard to miss, really.
Maybe it's the girl reading this? Me? Perfect. Then let's pay her a visit. That's funny. I wonder where she is.
Shopping, perhaps? Is that all you think women do?
Not likely. Grandma hates going out. She almost never leaves. Oh, now I'm feeling rattled. I thought she might be taking a nap behind the big sewing doohickey, but there's no sign of her.
Don't worry, Scarlet. There's no point in jumping to conclusions. Perhaps it would be best to wait here in case she happens to come back. You know, I wouldn't mind living in a cozy little cottage like this. Preferably with my wife. Just look at these wonderful handcrafted furnishings. Original pieces like these add a real touch of character to the place.
Ah, see that photo frame? I made that one for Grandma. She was over the moon when I gave it to her.
Okay, can I look at it? Very nice. Wait, that photo.
Oh, is that you, Scarlet?
It looks really old.
As it happens, no. That's Grandma back when she was my age.
Is that so?
What is it, Professor?
I think I've worked out who the girl we are looking for is. As did we all about 15 minutes ago. However, I will need Scarlet's grandmother to confirm it.
What in the blazes are you strangers doing in my home? Oh, Grandma! I was worried sick about you. Where in tarnation have you been? Scarlet, have these rascals been harassing you? You hush now. They're going to Vamoose, quick sharp. No, that's not it. Oh, Grandma, old Red's been looking for someone who looks like me and we don't know who.
Really? We're still with this oh, who could it possibly be crap?
There, not another word, darling. Wait, did you say old Red? Scarlet, they must be hunters. Scum of the earth they are. Knew they'd turn up on Torito's doorstep one day or another. Grandma, no! Mr. Layton and his pals ain't hunters. Oh, they ain't? Well then, Mr. Layton, why don't you tell me what you're doing out here, eh?
Waving the feather duster. Madam, please. I assure you we intend no harm. We only wish to inquire about Old Red.
No, you can't fool me with your gentle person act. I know just what'll make you show your true colors.
A puzzle? Oh, yeah, as good of a test of character as any. A nightly trial. This country's national flag has the same design on its front and back. Would-be knights in this land undergo a series of grueling tests, one of which involves counting the number of squares there are on the national flag. Prove yourself worthy of a knighthood by working out how many squares are on this national flag. Oh my god, this is one that's gonna take me forever and give me a headache, so I'm tapping out ahead of time. Which number was this? Number 71. Oh, no. It's only the whole squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Because if this were an earlier Layton game, it would be not only these ones that are, like, clearly delineated, it would be, like, 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, it counts the others in between, too? Okay, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Okay, so 25? Yeah, okay.
Let's shed some light on this one. I shall have to redouble my efforts.
Front and back. Oh, fuck. Okay, whatever. I guess flags do have two sides. Okay. There's nothing else that's gonna trip me up? Okay.
That should do it.
Are you shitting me, Professor?
I'd better think this over again.
I should have just looked up the answer the first time. Okay, number 70. Tell me your secrets. Azran Legacy Puzzle 70. $44? Okay, I don't really understand why that is, but I'll take it. Alright, get me out of here.
Here's my answer. Critical thinking is the key to success.
Zero critical thinking was involved in that, my friend. Why is it 22? Muted myself just in time to sneeze. They didn't say if it's not closed off it doesn't count as a square. But then it says that combining squares with the green squares makes bigger squares. Okay, fuck that puzzle. Like, really.
Seems you ain't fixing for trouble after all. What's your game?
We would ask only that you come with us to see Old Red.
What? You want to bring this lady along?
I believe there's been a great misunderstanding.
What do you mean, Professor?
You recall that Old Red wished to see the girl that once saved him, yes? And also recall that his name is Old Red, not Young Red or Baby Red. So naturally, we were looking for another old bag like him.
Yeah, and he gave a really specific description, too. I was so sure we'd find her.
On the contrary, with the description that we were given, it would be impossible to find this girl in the present day. Now, we had sought for her in the past. Now, had we sought for her in the past, our conclusion may have been very different. Isn't that right, Miss Ruby?
Now, how would a posse of strangers like you folk know something like that?
Let's just say we were able to establish a means of communication with the resident wolf. That wolf has been desperately trying to contact you, the girl who once saved him, before his life expires.
Oh, that poor fella. Well, guess I should be thankful you're telling me this now. I'd have gone sooner, but this frail old body can be a nuisance like you wouldn't believe. Well, what are we waiting for?
Alright, to the cave.
Here she is, Old Red. This is the person you're looking for, wasn't it?
Grr.
Oh, Red. Is that really you? That helpless little pup I rescued way back when.
Roro. What?
You finally twigged then. It's me, Old Red. It's Ruby.
I don't fucking know what these sound effects are supposed to be.
Well, someone likes a good pampering. Look at you, all puppy dog-eyed and mellow as honey.
Ooh.
You ain't changed a bit, old boy. You knew you was hurting, and you tried to see this decrepit old lady one last time. You're a real tearjerker, you know that?
What?
He promised to return that pendant to you one day. That's why he was so desperate to find you. That's so. That's so. When I gave you that pendant, I thought of it as a sign that there'd always be a special bond between us. Always. Doesn't feel right to be taking it back, but if it's what you really want.
What the fuck kind of... What dog makes these noises?
There we go. What's the matter, old boy? He says the pain went away. Oh my! So this pendant's the thing that's been causing you all that bother. Is that what you're saying? Golly, you were just a tiny pup when I met you. I didn't think about it getting tied around your neck as you got bigger.
So, Old Red wasn't really ill after all? He must have been able to perceive that something was wrong, but unable to pinpoint the exact problem.
So it was a bit of a wild goose chase in the end. But still, all's well that ends well, I suppose. Wahoo! And then they were best friends forever and neither of them died of old age.
Well, I'll be. I'd never have believed it. I trust Torito will welcome him in now? I assure you, Old Red is a gentle creature. He would never attack this town or its people. After all, this is where his best friend lives. But if she moves, then, well, you're all fair game. You're all puppy chow. My eyes are telling me one thing, but in my head it still don't wash. Oh, hang it all. He's a real curly wolf, ain't he?
Maybe now you'll stop being such a croaker and keep an open mind. Now I have a question for you, Mr. Layton. You didn't just come here to help Old Red out of the kindness of your heart now, did you?
Alas, no, that was not our original goal. We were actually hoping to acquire the pendant that was around Old Red's neck.
You want this pendant? That's the reason why you've been chasing the old boy around like a hungry coyote. I suppose now that there ain't nothing to stop him coming down to see me, maybe we don't need it no more. Go on, take it, before I change my mind.
Are you quite sure, madam?
Now what did I just say? All else I could do with it is give it to Scarlet, much as she don't care for it. When I first saw that tall hat of yours, I thought, Ruby, your granddaughter's fallen in with a bad crowd. But now I see it ain't so.
Yo, when I first saw your top hat all of 3 minutes ago...
Take it already. Got the hunch you need it more than she or I.
Egg acquired. Thank you, Ruby. Your kindness knows no bounds. We're glad to have been of assistance. Well then, it's time for us to depart. Perhaps we will cross paths again Perhaps we will cross paths again in future. In the future. Alright, back to the Bostonius. Let's go see some windmills, baby. Welcome back, sirs and madams. I trust your expedition was a roaring success. The windmill is very good. It was indeed, and we were able to obtain an egg thanks to Luke's unconventional language skills.
Yep, being able to talk to animals certainly has its advantages.
That is marvelous news. I shall begin preparations for our departure whenever you are ready. You know, this egg is the first Azran artifact to be discovered in this part of the world. You know, America. I had no idea the Azran once lived here.
We did it, but even in our time it was an arid land.
Aurora, you've recovered memories of this place?
Partially, yes. I recall that the Azran once tried to rejuvenate this dying land, but their technology was, at the time, insufficient. They could not restore balance to its ecosystem. That is all I remember.
Fascinating. So the Azran, like us, lived through ages of varying technological progress.
Do you think they started out like people in the Stone Age with really primitive tools?
A very probable theory, Luke. Mankind has always built upon the past in the hope of founding an ever brighter future. Or in favor of making a quick buck.
And now that Torito has made peace with Old Red, they can look forward to a brighter future too. I wholeheartedly agree. Well, I believe it's about time for us to depart. Shall we? Oh, look who's just a little puppy. Okay, we're gonna make it through Windmill for sure. I don't know if I'll have enough time to finish Walled City. I do want to see what this episode is about, though.
Now, what are you scrunching your face up like a prune for? You don't gotta go impersonating me, Chucklehead.
Chucklehead, that's a good one. Howdy there, Ruby. I'm dreadful sorry, but there's been something nagging at me that I gotta get off my chest. See, us being smack in the middle of these here deadlands, we got plenty critters feeling wolfish, right? But ever since old Red started with his visits, we ain't had a single varmint try to scrounge off of us. Not one.
Quit your dilly-dallying and speak your mind, Sheriff Flint.
I'm getting to that, ma'am. Now don't you rush me. Anyhow, they got me thinking. How come old Red got himself settled down in that there mine and not near Torito? I reckon this whole time he's probably been fending those nasty critters away from our town. And if that's true, then it makes me sick to the pit of my stomach to think that I treated him so bad.
Balderdash, you've been protecting the people just as much as he has. You ain't got even half a reason to be feeling so guilty. And besides, what use is all that belly aching for? What's done is done. You want to make it up to him? You go make it up.
I guess you're right. Time for me to be making amends.
It's my turn to feed old Red today, Mr. Derringer. But I picked the choicest meats money can buy. And you think I didn't? Here you go, old boy.
Grr. Oh, I bet you guys are giving him a tummy ache.
Looks like old Red wants us to stop arguing, Mr. Derringer. And how in the world do you know what he's thinking? Oh, I guess we've just got a connection. I am my grandma's granddaughter, after all. Old Red loves this town and all the folks in it. And if we look after him, he'll keep us all safe. Ain't that right, boy?
Like, growl of affirmation.
And if we don't, he'll eat us all.
Actually, does Desmond have anything to say? Oh, he has another puzzle to say. Raymond and I have encountered all sorts of difficulties during our travels. Once, fool that I was, I tried a little experiment that quickly got out of hand. Oh? Now you have me curious. I had begun to find the Bostonius' cruising speed rather tiresome, you see, and thought I might add a bit of a kick to her engine. Oh, you wanted to go fast. Ah, you made some modifications. Yes, and as you might have guessed, those modifications didn't go down very well with the rest of the ship. Desmond wanted a sports car. Okay, so we're doing this again. I have to link up every last piece, and you can't place any in the white square. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Boy, I wonder why all the things he builds end up wrecking themselves. Okay, this one I need a hint on how to start out. Okay, so I put exactly that. Okay, so it just told me to put that piece down that I already had in that specific spot. Okay. Piece that goes in the bottom left contains a straight horizontal pipe. That's also what I just did. You have two pieces that are shaped a bit like the number 7. One of these connects to the red pipe at the top of the frame, while the other goes in the bottom right corner. A bit like the number 7. There's a lot of these that look like the number 7. Idiot. Sure, that. Don't leave any one square gaps through the joints of the pipes. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Everything does have to fit tight. That looks promising. There we go.
This was quite the conundrum. And there we have it.
Professor Sycamore should really wait until he's firmly on the ground before fiddling around with the airship's engine. Well, he went to archaeology school, not engineering school. Apparently. I was entirely at fault for having gone against Raymond's wishes. I imagine you earned his enmity for such a reckless undertaking? Oh, he was bristling. He had to run to the engine room once again for emergency repairs. Not something he nor anyone else would wish to make a habit of. So you took the pilot seat again? You spotted the pattern. Thankfully, by that time, I was used to flying in a pinch. You might say that recklessness led you to acquire the skills needed to pursue those Targent airships back in Frohnborg. Well, let's just say fortune and misfortune are two sides of the same coin. That is quite the running theme here. Okay, okay, sorry, I want to take a screenshot of this. Everyone hold on for a sec, because the emulator's gonna stutter big time. God, it's like trying to squeeze it out of a toothpaste tube. Alright, you're fine now. Okay, now let's go see what those windmills are all about. That's a new animation. That was an awfully bumpy journey. I thought the Bostonius was going to flip over at one point. I trust everyone is alright. Of course. Don't worry, Raymond. Luke's just a bit of a scaredy cat, that's all. Emmy, be nice to your little brother. Hey, just because you weren't frightened doesn't mean you can make fun of everyone else. I'm afraid I was unprepared for such a strong headwind. My inability to predict this development is a stain on my reputation. Sorry, I have to give Raymond a very unfitting voice because a Scottish accent is just not in my purview. Don't be so hard on yourself. The weather's nothing if not unpredictable. I'm sensing something. The light of the Azran shines brightly in this area. Oh? You seem really confident about that, Aurora. Yes, it's as though I'm being guided. Guided by some powerful force. Well, that's got to be a good sign, right? The Azran are practically showing us the way.
I urge you all to take care. I shall be here, awaiting your return as always. Woo, windmills. Where are we, like, Denmark? Oh, this seems like a fun little detour. And nothing could possibly go wrong.
Wow, just look at that view. You can see for miles and miles up here.
This village goes by the name of Hoogland. By the name of Hoogland. It is a farming community, nestled among a range of tall mountains. My word, it is terribly windy. I ought to watch the wind doesn't blow my hat clean off. You'd do well to watch out, Professor. Look at the sides of those windmills. It must take quite a gust to get them turning. Desmond, bitch, you look like the mayor of Whoville.
Seeing things like this is a real reminder of what a force nature can be. It's astounding. And if Aurora thinks there's an egg around here, then I can't wait to get started on our investigation.
Oh, they do say Hoogland? Okay, I guess I will say Hoogland as well, even though it looks like it should be Whoville. I'm sure there'll be plenty of opportunity for you to hone your talents as a photographer too, Emmy.
Definitely. My shitter's going to get a real workout. In fact, perhaps that friendly-looking gentleman over there will agree to pose for a couple of shots.
Hey man, you want to do some shots with me? Oh ho! Travelers, are we? You did well to find us all the way out here.
Excuse me, sir. Would you mind having your photograph taken?
A photograph? Of me? Right you are, young lady. I suppose I'd better strike a pose for you then, eh?
Oh, nice! That's a great photo! Right, one more.
Alright, that's enough now. You don't want to be wasting your camera film on me. Not when the wedding ceremony is about to start.
A wedding? How wonderful! And it's the perfect day for it, too.
A pretty young lady like you would make a fine bride yourself, you know.
Okay, conversation over. No, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Haha, if you say so. Fucker. Oh, I do. Now you better hurry if you want to catch a glimpse of the bride. See you around, eh?
Can we check it out, Professor? I'd like to see what a Hoogland wedding is like. Or, you know, like any wedding.
Don't forget why we're here, Emmy. Though I confess I'm rather curious myself.
Don't worry, Professor. I plan to multitask. We'll be leaving here with a stack of wedding photos and an Azran egg.
I certainly hope so, Emmy. Now, let's continue into the village, shall we?
There's a cow
that I can talk to? No, I can't. Bummer. Guess they kept the talking cows to Diabolical Box.
And a free sandwich? What a fresh breeze. What's wrong, Professor?
Brace yourselves, everyone.
My word.
Oh, there's the bride. Phew. What in the world is that? I'm surprised it didn't blow those houses away. Look around, Luke.
It kinda did. Did you see the wedding party? They seemed completely undeterred by what just happened. To think they would still consider going ahead with the ceremony after witnessing such destruction to the village. Astounding.
It really is. Straight people, you know? Let's find out where they're headed, Professor. There must be someone around here who can tell us.
A fine combination, but it's a few pickles short of a plowman's.
I've got to eat something soon, Professor, or I'm going to collapse. Okay, another hit. Ham. And hey, wait a minute. That's an ocarina. Just like Ariana's or Zelda's, you know. Any of those. Take your pick. Excuse me. The bride who was just over there. Do you know where she was going? Bride. You mean your Milda, don't you, eh? I suppose so. I was hoping to take some photographs of the ceremony, you see. Oh, so you want to take a photograph of Romilda, but not one of me, huh? This puzzle teach you to be so rude. Oh my god, dude. Actually, I would rather just talk to your sheep if you're gonna be like this. Counting sheep. This farmer has a flock of around 400 sheep. Keen to find out the exact number, he started counting. He counted them in batches, hoping to save time, but lost track at the end anyway. All he remembers is that when he counted them 3 at a time, he had 1 left over. When he counted them 4 at a time, he had 2 left over. When he counted them 5 at a time, he had 4 left over. When he counted them 7 at a time, he had 2 left over. Can you work out how many sheep he has? Oh my god, but I don't want to do math. But I'll try anyway. Okay, so... when he counted them 3 at a time, he had 1 left over. Okay, shit, let me pull up the calculator for this. So he could have it, so... let's see... when he counted them 4 at a time, he had 2 left over. Okay, so it's... Let me try like writing this out in a way that I understand. So when you're cutting them by multiples of 3, he had 1 left over. He's counting them by multiples of 4, there are 2. When you count them by 5s, he had 4. When you count them by 7s, because that's something a normal person does, he had 2 left over. So I'm thinking this is gonna have to be an even number. But I don't know where to start. See, they all end with a 4 or a 9. The total number of sheep in the farmer's flock must end with a 4 or a 9. And because it needs to be an even number, it means it's gonna have to end in a 4. Okay. He says he has about 400 sheep, so I think the closest to that would be 394. So I'm just gonna plug that in blindly and see where that gets me.
And knock him down.
Oh, thank God. I didn't have to do any math.
That was a cinch.
6 more and he'd have exactly 400. There. We've solved your puzzle. Now will you tell us the way to the wedding ceremony, please? The wedding's happening at the chapel on that there hill. That's where Romilda's headed. I see. Well, thanks for your help. I'll come back and take some photos around here just as soon as the wedding's over. It really is a lovely little village. Well, if you like it so much, why don't you get married like Romilda, eh? Then you'd be part of the village forever and ever.
Why does everyone want Emmy to get married? Shut up.
If a nice-looking lady like you got hitched here, it would definitely make the village a happier place to be.
Well, thank you, I suppose. Fuck off and die now.
You're welcome, lady. Bye-bye.
I would rather just talk to the sheep, honestly. So the bride's gone to the chapel.
Is everything alright, Professor Sycamore?
Yes, I was just wondering where the groom was, that's all.
Well, he's probably waiting for her there. That's usually what happens, isn't it?
Okay, shit, I guess we got a ways to walk.
Look, that must be the chapel up there. Let's go and see for ourselves.
Shit, that's tall. Well, it appears we've made it in time for the wedding ceremony.
Something's not right, though. There seems to be a bit of a kerfuffle going on.
Sage Shepherd, wait! Hear me speak but once more. This nightmare tortures me, consumes my soul. Why must you push her through the chapel door? Why must Romilda face such misery? I beg, Sage Shepherd, close that chapel door. My fair Romilda merits not this fate.
Julian, stop it, would you?
Romilda, though you say this is your will, it surely cannot be what you desire. Deny this custom and refuse its aim.
Listen, I'm happy. I want to be the Dragon Lord's... Hold on a sec. I want to be the Dragon Lord's bride. I'm happy. Alright? Hello? Hello?
What the? Okay, wait, what did Bunny say? The game as a whole, it feels so weird to follow the last game with this. It's the culmination of the Azran stuff, but the last game is so character-based and emotionally different, this game just lacks so much in that regard. You are 100% correct! Okay. What the hell is a Dragon Lord?
So, I guess this is it. Goodbye, Julian. I know it doesn't seem like it now, but you'll be happy again someday. I know it.
Romilda! This cannot— Oh, she already walked away. Today we witness the union of Romilda and the mighty Dragon Lord. A union that will bless our village with fair winds. Come, fair winds! Bring your blessed breezes to bear upon our village. It is time to seal this union. Close the chapel door. Do what now? Sage Shepherd, please! Undo what you have done! The wedding ceremony is concluded! Mule and cry all you like, dear boy, but know that nothing will change. You're the shittiest bishop I've ever met. Romilda is now the Dragon Lord's wife. Romilda! Dear sweet Romilda! Romilda's a very fun name. I like it a lot. Oh, the youth of today. They always be on their damn phone.
It looks as though the wedding ceremony is finished.
That about sums it up, Emmy. Indeed.
It is a shame you couldn't take any wedding photographs after following the bride all the way here.
Yep, that's what we're all upset about, Aurora.
What we just saw was not a wedding, Aurora.
Oh?
No, something is very wrong here. We should talk to the man in the blue gown and find out what's going on.
Okay, so fun fact, the man in the blue gown, Sage Shepherd here, in the Japanese version, he is wearing a white outfit with the same yellow accents, but in the international releases, they changed it to blue so he wouldn't look, you know, exactly like your old Catholic Pope. I bet you there's a young adult novel about this exact thing. Except the Dragon Lord is actually really sexy or something. Bless you, travelers! Thank you for visiting our village. The ceremony is now over, but please, stay a while and enjoy the local area.
Actually, I was rather hoping to ask you about that ceremony we just witnessed. And also, what the fuck is your problem, dude? You see, I was planning on taking some photographs, but that wasn't like any wedding I've ever seen.
Photographs? Of Romilda? Well, I'm afraid that's a little late for that, dear girl. Romilda is now married to the Dragon Lord. Her soul shall soon depart this chapel to blow as a fair wind through our village.
Her soul shall depart?
Emmy's like, wait! You did not just say this woman is going to die. Not on my watch. I will not allow women to be harmed on the watch of me, Emmy Altava, known lesbian.
You mean she will die? You've sacrificed her! How could you do such a thing?
I hate when women die! My dear ladies, you witnessed the vicious whirlwind that struck the village moments before the ceremony, did you not?
Yes, its force was quite frightening. I have never seen anything like that before.
That whirlwind was a manifestation of the Dragon Lord's wrath. It is to appease this wrath that we present the Dragon Lord with a bride from the village. It is a bride's duty to relinquish her human form and become a gentle breeze, blessing our village for so long as it may last.
So she is going to die.
This might be worse than the lottery in terms of village tradition, but I haven't decided. Yeah, this one has a specific, like, misogyny-type angle to it that the lottery does not.
This is unacceptable! Open that door right now!
Absolutely not! This ceremony has been held in this village since time immemorial. Do you truly think we'd allow some puerile tourist girl to come along and ruin everything by opening the chapel door? Oh, the lottery isn't in the original trilogy. The lottery, that's actually like a short story by... Was it Bradbury? Is Ray Bradbury the one that wrote the lottery? Oh, whatever. I mean, I remember reading it in high school English class. So I'm sure if you just look up, like, the lottery short story, you'll find what we're talking about. I would advise you to forget what you have seen here, dear girl. Forget all about this village and enjoy the rest of your trip. Literally how? Amy, why are you not kicking this fool's face in? Look how thick the door is. That's no chapel. It's a prison, he said with kind of a concerning smile on his face. Shirley Jackson with the lottery. Okay, sorry, I remember, like, my high school, like, English, or my sophomore year high school English course was, like, we had the lottery and then Fahrenheit 451, like, back-to-back in the curriculum, so they kind of melted together, even though they have, like, nothing in common thematically. Oh shit, was I just a misogynist for thinking that the lottery was written by a man? And though the man implied this is an ancient ceremony, I find it hard to believe there's a connection to the Azran in this.
This isn't the time to think about the Azran, Professor! What about that poor bride? If we don't find a way into that chapel, she's going to die in there. We can worry about the egg later.
This is, like, the most charge Emmy has taken of any situation in this game so far, and it's because there's a woman in danger. Susie erasing women's achievements during Women's History Month. It is, in fact, still March. Stay calm, Emmy. I understand how you feel about women.
But we should first consider our options before doing anything rash. I'm a misogynist and marched twice on stream? When was the last time? I already forgot because I'm such a huge misogynist and disrespecting women is just like an everyday thing for me. But, Professor Everyone, please listen. I sense it. I can sense the force of the Aura Stone. It's coming from inside the chapel. Does this mean... Someone clip that? Yeah, someone clip that out of context so I can be like, oh yeah, hey, that's me, known streamer Suzy Sakiland. I hate women. Take me seriously, I hate women. Read my lips. There is more. There's another force inside this chapel. Something more powerful than the Aura Stone. Something related to the Azran? But surely this chapel was built long after the demise of the Azran. How can the two possibly be connected? Yep, I had to allow that message. I'm already well on my way to becoming a popular Twitch streamer because I hate women. For legal reasons, this is a joke. I don't know. I've already forgotten what they're talking about. And I just like come back here to read the words every few seconds. Well, there must be some connection. Aurora wouldn't be sensing something here otherwise. Either way, I still think that bride is our top priority. At least now we have 2 reasons to find a way into the chapel. I suppose you're right. Okay, like, fine, Emmy, if you insist, we'll go try and save this woman's life. That's so boring of you, what a buzzkill. Let's start by asking around the village for more information. Hopefully someone can point us in the right direction. Desmond is so fucking funny, these people are trying to be. It's true! Like, I fucking forgot how funny he is. The Bride of Hoagland. Hoagland is home to a disturbing custom in which a young lady from the village is selected to be the Dragon Lord's bride and locked up in the local chapel as part of their wedding ceremony. Why on earth do they persist with such a tradition? People of Hoagland seem to think that the whirlwinds affecting their village are the work of a certain Dragon Lord. How do they pick the Dragon Lord? Or how do they pick the Dragon Lord's bride? Biggest tits. I guess that's the only criteria I can think of. Find a way into the chapel. Okay. Okay. You! Start talking. Now the wedding's over, you're gonna take my photograph, right? Romilda is being sacrificed, and all you care about is having your photo taken? Unbelievable. So you're so no photograph? So you're saying you're not gonna take one? You meanie. Look, the only one who can do anything about Romilda is Romilda herself, and she's married to the Dragon Lord now. See, I'm saying that women have their autonomy, and that it's her job to get herself out of danger, because I'm a feminist. Huh. Emmy, seriously, you should be doing way more kicking in the face right now. The Dragon Lord does exist, you know. Romilda is someone we can all be proud of. I've never seen a bride so willing to serve the village. Good on her, I say. Do you really think she's serving the village, sir? Of course she is. How can locking someone up in a chapel make the slightest bit of difference to how windy it is around here? I always thought you traveling types were a bit dim. What do you want from me? A scientific explanation? But the bride dies! Don't you realize that what you're doing is wrong? Try and imagine something for me, boy. Imagine living in a place where only fair winds bring happiness and where wrathful winds can destroy everything in a flash. But... this is a milling village. We need the wind to survive. The Dragon Lord provides us with that wind, so we must appease him. You know how precious life is. We know that better than anyone, right? That's why we offer a life to the Dragon Lord. It's the most precious thing we can offer. That's no kind of reason at all. You're just murderers. You know what, young lady? If you don't like it, maybe you should just get out of our village. You know, don't like, don't read. Leave us here with Romilda's blessed breeze, filling our lungs, bringing us happiness. In and out. Sacrificing people to try and make life better for the village. Do people really take superstition this far, Emmy? All I know is that happiness should never come at the expense of someone else's life. Anyone who believes otherwise is just deluding themselves. Okay. If the Dragon Lord was gay, they wouldn't be doing this. Yeah, so like, why is the Dragon Lord straight? Why do you all need to sacrifice the women, huh?
Simply forget all you have seen here, travelers. Continue your journey, and I accidentally hit the next button.
I love how it's like, cute egg tradition island, make the village chief laugh, cowboys and a cute wolf,
Ritualistic sacrifice? Oh, if you wish to take a photograph of me before you depart, I would, of course, be more than happy to oblige. Emmy, seriously, with your whole penchant for, like, bodily harm at the end of your feet, like, you should be sticking way more boots in way more faces right now. Okay. Tell me there's... Thank God there's another woman in this village. Hello, ma'am, what the hell?
I can't believe that silly Romilda stopped to talk to Julian in front of the chapel. The Dragon Lord will have been irked, I'm sure.
Okay, so you're also insane. Fuck. Excuse me, madam. Don't you know she only kicks things twice per game to meet their feminism quota? I wonder if I could trouble you for a few details concerning Julian and Romilda.
Goodness me, no! I can't talk about something like that with someone from outside the village. Well, we saw them both talking outside the chapel. Oh, embarrassing they are. How dare they act like that? Their antics always were a disgrace to the whole village. Appalling. Being all heterosexual and stuff, and not even including the Dragon Lord. They didn't even leave room for the Dragon Lord when they danced together. Do you really think so? Well, of course I do. Who wouldn't? Don't you think it's more appalling that you're carrying on with these outrageous ceremonies? Sticking your nose into village business, are you? Want to know all about our customs?
I assure you, madam, we're simply...
Planning to write a big article about us, I bet. I've seen you journalist types before, always sniffing around. We're not sniffing around for anything. We just want to find out more about the chapel so we can go and rescue Romilda. Be quiet, will you? We will not talk of such things. Who do you think you are, strolling in here trying to change our way of life?
The most Catholic streamer on Twitch. I don't want these.
I demand that you leave this instant. If it weren't for this puzzle I need solving.
Always with the puzzles. Okay, sure. Let's do a puzzle about how much we hate women. Or love our pets instead. In video games, Catholicism is either Dragon Jesus or anti-dragon. You're so correct. That's exactly what happened in Fire Emblem Three Houses. You decided to give some treats to your pets, who all like different things, but you've forgotten what each animal likes. You're sure that A likes either ice cream or chocolate, and that B likes pie or ice cream. You're also certain that C likes either pie or chocolate, and that it's either A or D that is the ice cream fan. Unfortunately, you've no idea which pet likes cake. Using the information you do remember, give each pet their favorite treat. Okay, so already starting off the premise of this puzzle as a shitty pet owner, that's wonderful. And then to make it even shittier, it's like, okay, I'm gonna give give them all human desserts. So unless these pets turn out to be like human pets in sort of a me playing Zoo Tycoon in kindergarten kind of way, then this is a horrible puzzle. Okay, so A likes either ice cream or chocolate. Either A or D, that is the ice cream fan. So I guess A is definitely the ice cream guy. Finally a based town. Honestly, I bet they do have human pets. My two favorite things to do in Zoo Tycoon when I played it on the family PC in kindergarten were to set the dinosaurs and or like, you know, like big cats loose and just let them run wild and attack guests. Or I would create one normal exhibit of whatever the cheapest animal was, and then I would build more empty cages, and as more people filed into my zoo to come see the one normal exhibit I had, I would pick up and drop them into the other empty cages I had, and form a people zoo. I was quite a normal 6-year-old. That's what I did in Animal Crossing. Okay. Back to the ice cream puzzle. Okay, so B likes pie or ice cream, so I think that means you definitely like pie. C either likes pie or chocolate, and that means D has to be the cake guy. This should never be fed to any animal ever.
Shine. Bring on the next one.
I thought it was really funny when some particular stupid brand of guest AI would try and touch the electric fence, which was like fucking 30 feet high and like had to be used for most aggressive dinosaurs. And they would touch it and get like a little goofy little shock animation where you could like see their skeleton, like in a cartoon. Though originally, what like kind of horrified me was I was playing in one of the like pre-made zoos that came with the dinosaur expansion, and it was like a bunch of Arctic animals, like both like extant and extinct. There was a cage of saber-toothed tigers that was like automatically built there. And like I had named them all like, you know, real like basic bitch names, like I don't know, Nikki and Chelsea and Neil. And then I panned away because I was like expanding like some other part of the zoo. That's a joke. I didn't actually name them that. I just wanted to slide in a little dig at my friends here. Sorry, I already forgot the anyway, I was off like in some other part of the zoo, like, you know, tending to the penguins or some shit, and I see a little pop-up in like the notifications that were like right at like the top middle of your screen, and it was like, Max the saber-toothed tiger has attacked and eaten Scientist 3. I was like, what the hell? I didn't know that could happen. And so I go over to the exhibit and like somehow all of my saber-toothed tigers were like ravenously hungry, such that they attacked and ate their zookeeper. Anyway, Zoo Tycoon, everybody! Oh man, I still have Zoo Tycoon 2. I should maybe stream that sometime. Oh my god, what the hell is this? They do have human pets! Turns out, the pets weren't pets at all. So they literally are human pets? Just as well, really. Not one of these treats is suitable for animals. God! Anyway, back to Catholicism. Back to the Catholicism death cult. Okay, see, Bunny's coming to my defense. We were all like a little weird with Zoo Tycoon. Like I don't know. I think for like most people in like our late 90s age group, that was like your first your first experience with unchecked power in any context, you're like, oh, you mean I get to control the zoo? Okay. Everybody is either dying or going in cages, or going in cages and dying. I had a feeling you'd be able to help me. You journalists are supposed to be good at giving people what they want. I'm sure you'll refuse to believe me, but we're really not journalists. Madam, please. We only wish to gain a better understanding of what took place here in the village today. Okay, so I'm the weird one that cried when my tigers broke out and ate people. Yeah, sorry, Dolly. You're in a chat full of freaks. Alright, alright. You've got honest eyes. He's got, like, a little, like, paper hole puncher dots for eyes. And she's like, oh, you've got honest eyes. I can trust you. I'll tell you what's going on. Oh shit, we're changing the music now. This is serious. Romilda and Julian were engaged to be married, you see. They'd been going out for years. Oh no. Oh no, she was dating a man? Like willingly? Like, Emmy's oh no here is like, oh shit, she wasn't actually single. A lovely couple they were. I'm sure they'd have been very happy together if it weren't for this ceremony business. This village lives in fear of the Dragon Lord, you see. That's why we make the sacrifices. I know. The very idea of it is awful. Where is Julian now? You'll probably find him near his windmill. I warn you now, though. The poor boy will be nigh on inconsolable. Many thanks for your assistance, Miss Beatrix. Now you'd better move along. People will get suspicious if they see me talking to you. Let's head to Julian's windmill. We need to have a word with him. Okay, shit. Doggy? Doggy? I can't interact with the doggy? Are you serious? This is like an actual doggy, not a human in animal ears. Alright, Julian. Hello there. Julian, I presume? You were outside the chapel, were you not? I fear I have no time for idle chat. Why not? What are you doing? If you must know, I wish to lick my wounds. Romilda, parting is such bitter sorrow. I don't believe it. Romilda's life is in danger, and all you can do is stand around moping. Did you not hear the words that left her lips? She gladly weds the wrathful Dragon Lord. Aside she casts me into darkness deep. No greater, clearer sign can e'er she sow. For me she holds no will, no need, no love. You don't really believe that, do you? Emmy's like, I have no sympathy for this grieving man. I think he's full of shit. Oh, woe is me. Poor Julian has just endured a genuinely harrowing experience, Emmy. I doubt we'll be able to reason with him right away. Okay, everyone who remembers Unwound Future, think about what Layton's thinking about right now. But, Professor... Our apologies, Julian. Romilda. Gentle, sweet Romilda. Look, Julian, why don't you come with us to rescue her? There may still be time if we go to the chapel straight away. But with keen eyes the chapel they do march, or they do watch. But with keen eyes the chapel they do watch, and shepherds surely shall not let us in. All is futile. Futile? Yeah. I beg you, strangers, leave me be! Be gone, for I am not the hero you require. Julian is going to need a little more time to pull himself together, it seems. Well, in that case, we'll just have to find a way into the chapel by ourselves. My thoughts exactly. Discount Bill Shakespeare. Talk to some of the builders. Okay, do I have to... do I have to talk to this motherfucker again? Okay, give me a sec. In and out and okay. I guess I can tolerate this guy for another minute. You're still here. You're still here, I see, young lady. You know, if you like the village so much, you could always get married here. Oh my god, Emmy, just kill him! Just kill him! To be frank, I find your village utterly disgusting. Looks like it's true what they say about big city girls. Rude, spoilt, and empty-headed. Professor, why are you not whipping out your fucking slot machine gun? People around here grow up tough, see? It's not just the wind. It's all the geological subsidence too. Hold on. Geological subsidence? Crazy sons. Not just in a game you have left to play, the professor makes a very good machine gun out of a slot machine from a casino. It's very fun. Do you mean to say that the whirlwinds are not the only natural disasters you have to contend with here? Ooh, pretty sharp, aren't you, Top Hat? Yes, this land's full of holes. There have been lots of accidents here over the years. The base of the hill where the chapel stands now is especially bad. You have to fill in hole after hole to build a house around here. Oh, yes, that's it.
Nikki tipped $1. Layton, kill this man.
That's it. That's Layton killing this man. Thanks for the tip, Nikki. Means a lot to me. Miss, let the men talk, please. The hill where the chapel stands? That's right. The whole thing is riddled with holes and tunnels all the way around. Building around there's a real nightmare. That's why everything's so higgledy-piggledy up here, see? And that's why you city types can't handle it. Is that so? Many thanks for all the information, sir. Your words have been most enlightening. Hey Desmond, are you in position on the Bostonius? Okay, now just ram it right into this guy's stupid skull. Always happy to help. Not to boast or anything, but there's no one who knows more than me about this village. That was pretty interesting, wasn't it, Professor? Who'd have thought the chapel would be surrounded by tunnels? A surprising revelation indeed. Surely it is no coincidence the chapel was built in such a spot. Now this is a curious village. I believe there's an extremely high possibility that one of those tunnels will lead directly into the chapel's interior. Wow, really? But I can't see any holes or tunnels from here, Professor. Say, why don't we take a look on the other side of the hill? Over near that forest. Perhaps there's some tunnels over there. I mean, didn't hear any of the last half of the convo. Her vision just went red. God, in her situation, I would have too. A fine idea, Emmy. My only concern is that we may get lost among the trees if we head there without a guide. I bet Julian knows his way through the forest, but he's probably still too upset to help us at the moment. You may be right, Luke. Let's continue our investigation. Perhaps we will discover something that will motivate him to help us. Fuck, it's not like any of these other dweebs are gonna help me. Where's Desmond? Did he get tired of being a feminist and go back to the ship? Probably. I'm ready to have my photograph taken anytime. Do it now before you run out of camera film. I'm not fucking taking your picture, dude. I mean, Romilda's starting to win, so you can't take any photographs of her. It's gotta be my turn now, eh? And locking someone in a chapel is supposed to turn them into wind, is it? Eh? You don't think it's true? Well, it is. The bride turns into wind. Everyone knows that. That sheep is based in wool-pilled. Isn't that like all sheep? I even got proof. When the ceremony's over, see, and everyone's forgotten all about it, old Shepherd opens the door. And the only thing that's left behind in the chapel is the bride's wedding dress. I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
So she's running around naked somewhere? Her wedding dress? That's right, lady. Well, not just the dress. The shoes, the veil, all that stuff. Just lying in a pile on the floor. Which means the bride turns into wind. There's no other explanation, is there? Eh? Ba ba ba. So the brides just disappear completely? Bones and all? I don't want to think about what happens in that chapel. Don't be silly, Luke. We have to find out what happens to those women. I have a horrid feeling that someone is following us, or watching us.
No, you see, you guys, this game is rated E10. Not M for mature. This is rated E10, you guys.
It's okay, Aurora. You've got nothing to worry about while I'm around.
We'll only arouse further suspicion if we start to act rashly. Let's collect a bit more information, then go and talk to Julian. Okay, who the fuck do I still have to talk to? Do I have to talk to the goddamn Pope again? God, I just wanna push him down this hill. You appear rather downhearted, Sage Shepherd. To serve the Dragon Lord is my calling, but when my work is done, I am but human. I weep just like any other.
No, he fucking doesn't. Don't expect us to feel sympathy for you.
Still, it is not easy to see a man so racked with guilt. Oh, mighty Dragon Lord, grant me your assistance. These strangers have come to torment my soul.
You're the tormentor around here, locking away all those so-called brides?
I have locked no one away. Each one of the Dragon Lord's brides has entered the chapel willingly, with joy in their heart. Joy? I must admit, I find it hard to believe.
This is ridiculous. There's no way all those women entered willingly. What about Romilda? I saw her going into the chapel, and she didn't look the least bit joyful.
But did she seem afraid? I assure you she was not. She proceeded of her own volition. Hers was a sacrifice we can all admire. I do understand your point of view, believe me. Even I sometimes wish to put an end to this tradition. The man appears to be rather conflicted in his own particular way. Conflicted or not, his beliefs and actions make him a dangerous man. We cannot allow him to cause any more harm.
She must have known she was going to die. She must have been afraid. And yet she kept all that emotion buried. It's terrible.
I wonder. What if the brides truly aren't afraid of going into the chapel?
What do you mean, Professor?
I think I understand what you're getting at. We may have been laboring under a significant misapprehension like every other fucking episode in this chapter and every other game before it!
Always laboring under a misapprehension. Not a very good professor, are you?
Lesbian polycule in the Hollow Earth! Indeed. Though we cannot be certain yet, of course.
Oh dear. I don't understand this. This village, their traditions. I just don't understand what's happening here. I know what you mean. Everything we've seen and heard so far has been very troubling.
Indeed. A number of unsettling incidents have taken place here. There may yet be an unexpected explanation, however.
Oh? What kind of explanation, Professor?
All I can say is that we should not sink into despondency just yet. Certainly not before we have a word with this fine lady, at least.
Fine lady? Professor, do you mean... Ah, there you are. Beatrix. Shh, keep your voice down, will you? Just thought you should know. I went to see her, that summer little minx. Her? Surely you don't mean Romilda?
Layton just like, oh, you women, so prone to overreaction. Good thing you have me and my man brain here to keep you in line.
Honestly, pipe down, will you? Of course, Romilda. Who else would I be talking about?
The brides escape from the chapel after the ceremony, don't they, madam?
What? How do you know that?
Well, as soon as I heard that the bride's clothes were left behind, I started to wonder. I thought perhaps someone would be waiting with a change of clothes for the brides, allowing them to escape, because certainly they weren't going to be wandering around naked. Oh, that would just offend my dear British sensibilities.
Oh, it's you, isn't it, Beatrix? You're the one that helps them. Women here have been doing it for generations. It's the perfect way to leave the village. The men have no idea, and also they suck, which is why everyone's trying to get out of here. So Romilda's escaped as well, has she? Shh! I told you to keep your voice down! Actually, I'm having a little trouble with that at the moment. She's stubborn, you see. Stubborn and stupid. She must really believe she's calming the Dragon Lord's wrath up there in that chapel. What? Surely not. You'd think that seeing me wander in there would change things. But now she's more determined and stubborn than ever. I really don't know what's got into her. None of the girls caused a fuss like this back in the day. Look, Beatrix, will you tell us the route you took into the chapel? What's the point? If she won't listen to me, I doubt she's going to listen to some fancy-pants strangers.
In that case, we shall require some assistance from Julian.
Julian? Why him?
He loves Romilda with all his heart. If there's anyone she would listen to, it would be him.
I suppose you're right. Though it does feel a bit strange to think of a man using the secret forest path to the chapel. But it's the right thing to do. Now, listen carefully, because you need to follow these steps exactly. Pick 2 mushrooms, then 1 strawberry, and repeat until you reach the other side. And don't walk down any path twice. Every girl in the village knows those steps off by heart. Follow them to the letter, or you'll never find the entrance tunnel. Thanks, Beatrix. I've got to dash. You lot shouldn't hang around here too long either. People will start to talk.
Let's go and see Julian. Hopefully we can persuade him to help us. Secret tunnel under the hills that turns you trans. The tunnel of trans your gender.
Julian, you've got to help us rescue Romilda. Come on.
You're here again. I thought I made it clear that all such efforts will accomplish naught. We have new information. There's a tunnel that will lead us straight into the chapel. Its entrance is on the other side of the forest.
This is your chance, Julian. You can save your beloved Romilda.
What? Fair Romilda. Yes. Beloved Romilda, rescue you I will.
Not so loud. You don't want the whole village to know what we're up to, do you?
No, no, fair maid, that is not what I want. Let us pass words within the windmill here, lest cruel winds carry them to prying ears.
Well, he certainly seems to have a spring in his step again.
Indeed, and long may it continue. Please, time so fleeting does not but escape. Pray come inside with haste so we may speak. Very well, in we go. Gay frogs, trans rats, what's next? May I suggest lesbian bunnies? You got a nice pizza oven there. Shit. So Julian has been hiding puzzles here, has he? troubled waters. The bridge across this river has been destroyed in a storm, leaving the local villagers stranded. Can you help them create a makeshift bridge out of scrap materials? This is exactly that puzzle from the end of Unwarned Future. Move and rotate the various pieces of scrap and get the makeshift bridge completed as quickly as possible. Be aware that pieces of the old bridge are blocking the river, so you won't be able to dump the scrap material in some places. There we go.
Want an answer? How's this? Piece of cake.
Well, that's that puzzle done. I do hope Julian wasn't saving it for a rainy day. This is just like Club Penguin. Just can't get enough of that fresh bread smell. It's good to see you in high spirits, Julian. My spirits rise, but fear still clings on tight. Please, tell me quickly of this forest path. Of course, though we must remain vigilant as we go through the forest. The earth beneath our feet could crumble at any moment. Be not concerned, comrades, for I shall lead. No man knows the letter better than this swain. Is this the shovel which I see before me, the handle toward the wall? Come, let me clutch thee. Just a moment, Julian. We haven't even explained the route yet. The route? Ah, yes, the route of which you speak. Perhaps you could illuminate me now. Pick 2 mushrooms, then 1 strawberry, and repeat until you reach the other side. And don't walk down any path twice. Though it eludes me how you know such things, I have no time and no desire to ask. Onwards. I must learn of Romilda's feelings true. I need to hear them with mine own ears. I am sure you will have the opportunity to talk to her at length about such matters. This dilly-dally serves for naught, kind sir. Let us make haste, for fair Romilda awaits. Alert me when you are prepared to go, then the trail to Romilda we shall take. .3D models do have like a couple things over the original 2D. Your preparations are complete. Good news. Romilda, love, we make our way to thee. Julian, there's something I need to tell you. Pray tell, good sir. What need you say to me? We have a long and difficult journey ahead of us. If something happens along the way, you need to be prepared to go and rescue Romilda alone. Do not falter, Julian. Once people are gone, they cannot come back, no matter how much you want them to. That's oddly specific for you to be dropping in the middle of this casual conversation. Fear not, kind sir. For my Romilda, sweet, I happily will go to any length. But hark! The trees we seek lie up ahead. The way may be unclear, but I will be strong.
My feelings for Romilda as my guide, I shall cut through the forest, until I find a hole! Me too, buddy. A hole into the chapel. Yes, I foresee it shall be a steep drop, but I need only leap down and... On second thoughts, it may be best to make sure Julian stays with us. We don't need another missing person to worry about. Oh, you snarky bitch. I agree. The poor man's probably going to get himself stuck in a ditch if we leave him if we leave him to it. Come on, Julian. We'll help you find the route through the forest. Such joyous news! Now, follow everyone. We'll find that entrance in no time at all. Romilda, my sweet, we make haste for thee. Well, you can't fault his enthusiasm. Fruits and fun. Oh shit. Okay, before I get into this, I'm gonna hop up real quick and refill my drink and such. I will be right back. Oh shit. My be right back screen is broken. Hang on a sec. There we go. It's fine. Okay, I'm back. And because I do not want to expend brain power on this puzzle, I'm going to wimp out and cheat. So, oh, it's even got a little Julian sprite.
Let's do this. Yay! Cheating! Woo!
Want an answer? How's this? Piece of cake.
Aww. This must be the entrance that Beatrix was talking about. A tunnel, here! In the midst of trees and hills! The light of the Azran. It's getting stronger. Fruits and Fungi is the name of this chat. Well, in that case, we better hurry. You stop bringing back Norwal as just like the generic Azran theme. I hate you. I hate you. Stop. This is just like Norwal. You're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing your Susie. What in the world? Alas, our trail is blocked by Boulder's Grate. But this must be the path that Beatrix took. What happened here? The passage has collapsed. Beatrix took quite a risk in coming through here. Hey, Lois. This reminds me of the time that Randall fell at the Norwell Wall. Well, he fell at the ruins of Aquadine, but the Norwell Wall was, like, part of it. We've got to do something to move these rocks out of the way, Professor, or we'll never make it to the chapel. Stand back, fair maid! I shall take care of this. With spade in hand, I'll clear the path of rocks. Just like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon chapter of Miracle Mask. God, I am so glad you can't do a Peter Griffin impression. Aw, thanks. Move the boulders. How do you want me to do that, Professor Buddy? Miracle Mask where everything is the same but Randall's death scene is identical to Brian's? No! Oh, we can just do this. That tracks. Sure. Phew. Moving boulders is no easy task. Sniff? Sniff? That sound. Is that... I'm sorry, Julian. Sweet joy, 'tis true! Romilda! She still breathes! Let's hurry. What the hell? Ah, I see we've got some huge Azran fans with us tonight. This is indeed an Azran construction. There's no doubt about it. Who'd have thought there'd be something like this hidden all the way down here? Romilda! Romilda! Where are you, Romilda? Oh, Romilda! Julian! What are you doing here? Julian's come to rescue you, Romilda. And so have I, but, you know, it's no big deal. I rescue plenty of pretty women all the time. No, you can't be down here. You've got to go. I'm married to the Dragon Lord now. Don't be so naive, Romilda. Listen, we've come all this way to save you. Let's hurry up and get out of here. I can't. I'm staying here. My fair Amilda, think of what you do. What sense makes it for you to end your life when you know well this custom is absurd? The Dragon Lord has wed so many times, yet nothing changes. Never shall he stop. You surely see that locking people up does not provide us with the peace we seek.
Yeah, but even so, it won't be for nothing, you know, if I die.
Everyone else, being empathetic, just is like, I'm very interested in this wall all of a sudden. Amilda, please! Whatever do you mean?
I'm not going to turn into wind, and I'm not going to run away. I'm going to die here, and leave my body behind for everyone to see. Then they'll all realize the Dragon Lord doesn't care about these human offerings.
Romilda.
Don't you get it? If I do this, it'll put a stop to those horrible ceremonies, and the people of Hoagland will finally get some peace. I'm really sorry, Julian, but this is how it has to be.
Romilda, no! This ending need not be. Romilda, please. Lo! Here is the idol they worship so! I shall see it God and our village freed. Oh shit, what's happening? Something's happening. What? Okay, now this they definitely could not have communicated with 2D sprites anywhere near as effectively. Babe, you're so sexy. Would you sacrifice for the greater good? What in the world? Ugh.
The purpose of that symbol is to drive away those who would harm the Azran. It lets those who would attempt to interfere with their workings know that their efforts will have no effect. And it shows them by pulling their weapons right out of their hands! Wow.
It all makes sense now. This altar, these ruins. Okay, yeah, sure, Professor. It makes perfect sense.
What's going on? What are you doing to the Dragon Lord?
Romilda, we are about to put an end to the Dragon Lord's wrath, once and for all.
You what?
Romilda, put your faith in them, my dear. They brought me to this place and wish to help. If we want peace, we must believe in them. If not for these good people at my side, we'd not be standing here together now. And never would I have another chance to tell you how I feel.
Oh, Julian.
That altar holds the key to solving the mystery of the Dragon Lord. Okay. Game-ending puzzle. Let's do it. You've noticed as well, have you? This Dragon Lord altar, it is an Azran device designed to manipulate the wind currents in the area. Yes, I had noticed. The way it's set now, though, it seems to be creating a countercurrent that flows directly against the main one. That must be the cause of all the whirlwinds here.
The harmony here. It has been disrupted.
Oh, he really was really interested in that wall! I wonder if someone has interfered with the control panel. I doubt the Azran intended to leave it like this.
Then we should do something to fix it. The cylinders should all be raised so that the light can shine through.
I see. Well, Professor, shall we take a look at this control panel then? Let's. Oh, this is just like the end of Miracle Mask. Literally. The control panel for the device has 9 buttons, one for every cylinder. Pressing a button activates a total of 7 cylinders, starting with the one corresponding to the button pressed, and then followed by every second cylinder in a clockwise direction. This is already, like, giving me a headache. To fix the device, Layton must make all 9 cylinders visible by pressing a single button. Can you help him choose? You have only 3 chances, good luck! Okay. Sure. Never mind. this guy? That was so close.
That should do it.
It's 1 o'clock? Okay.
I'd better think this over again.
Okay, so like, this one? Let's see. Let's just go to the very next one. Hey, that worked out. That's fine.
I think this may be it.
It was 2 o'clock. You're still really close.
Puzzle solving is a most gentlemanly pursuit.
Isn't it though? That light! What's going on? Again, with the Norwell Wall theme. I'm fine. The imbalance has been rectified, and harmony is restored. All is as it should be. Are you... That's an egg. Egg acquired. Egg acquired! Can I offer you a nice egg in this trying time? Everything in its rightful place. What I think is really great about all this is that the men in this village really do think that these women are dying and are just fucking chill with it. That girl, is she the Dragon Lord's messenger or something? Desmond voiced. This says a lot about society. Has that which we've accomplished here brought peace? Shall Hoagland now be blessed by tranquil winds? Tranquil? Indeed. I believe that should put an end to the wrath of the Dragon Lord. Now, how about we return to the surface? This wind... Something unusual has taken place. And something unusual takes place still. Why are there noises coming from inside the chapel? I shall have to open the door and see for myself. You! What on earth are you doing inside the chapel? Sage Shepherd. The Dragon Lord's most wrathful winds do cease. I tell you, with our triumph comes great joy, for fair Romilda's life has been preserved. What do you mean, dear boy? What has happened? The altar in your chapel was built by an ancient civilization. Something caused it to become imbalanced, which in turn caused the harsh winds you have come to know in the village. Fortunately, we were able to fix the issue. Only fair winds will blow through your village from now on. Now they all have an impromptu dance party in the chapel like the end of a 2000s children's animated feature film. Yes, just like Megamind. Just like Minions. Just like Madagascar. What? But how? Everything has been restored to how it should be. This fair wind is yours to enjoy. Allow it to heal you. Allow it to spread the seeds of a better future. Are you... Oh my! You are a disciple of the Dragon Lord, are you not? What have I been doing all this time? I refuse to listen to you. I spent my life defending this village's customs. Goodness knows how many brides I've sacrificed. Well, we wouldn't have been able to resolve the imbalance if Romilda hadn't gone through with the ceremony. In a way, your final sacrifice did eventually bring peace to the village, and for some reason that cancels out all of the evil of the other ones you did before it. Oh, I see. We're just gonna end on that note? Really? The whirlwinds that devastated Hoagland were caused by an imbalance in the Azran technology found within the chapel. Restoring the balance has brought an end to the destructive winds and to the wedding ceremonies that appeased the non-existent Dragon Lord. I'm glad the people of Hoagland will at last give up this unsavory tradition. I'm gonna show how much better I am than you by being nice. In debt to you I shall forever be, for were it not for your heroic deeds, this fool would have no love, no home, no peace. Oh, that's right. I'm falling to my death. Guess they can't. How did it all come to this, you ask? My end starts at the beginning. The very beginning. Yes, that's me. I had a fairly standard childhood. I came from what you might call a broken home. I think Emmy should start attacking people like Miss Piggy. That's very true.
I really owe you one. You saved my life. If it wasn't for you, well, I don't even want to think about it. But, listen, you won't tell anyone about how Beatrix has been helping the brides, will you? It wouldn't be fair on her, or on all the brides she saved.
Fear not, Romilda. It shall be our secret.
I'm so glad we were able to get them back together. They look so happy. They look so happy. And we got hold of the egg, too! Talk about 2 birds with 1 stone.
Indeed, Luke. Now, let us return to the Bostonius. Okay. Let's backtrack through all this crap. I'm not fucking talking to you again! Okay, thanks, Beatrice, you're cool. A warm welcome back on board. I trust you breezed through your investigation.
I wouldn't say it was that easy, but we did manage to find the egg, and even some Azran technology that still works.
My word. Who'd have thought it? The winds in this area have calmed as well. Perhaps this village has found peace at last. Simply let me know whenever you are ready to proceed to your next destination.
Professor Layton, Emmy, there are some things about the Azran era that have returned to me.
Ah, your memories are coming back?
Yes, some. I can see a windy valley, and there are thousands of bird-like machines all gliding on the breeze.
It sounds as if the Azran had some aircraft of their own.
Yes. I think they are a kind of aircraft. They carry people and other things, and they keep flying, never stopping to land. It's hard to imagine what sorts of things the Azran must have had. They didn't have any windmills like the ones we saw in Hoagland, though. Those windmills are an example of the creativity of your civilization. Seeing that made me really happy.
Aurora, I am so sorry you were relegated to a plot device to explain the Azran and almost nothing else. It's so true. That's good to hear, Aurora. Fucking brilliant. Alright. I'd like to suggest we take this opportunity to depart. I believe we've all had quite enough of Hoagland's winds for now. Okay. And I'm gonna call it here rather than trying to traipse on through Messinia. Thank God for that sheep. Okay, I'll pick back up on Wednesday night. I might have to start a little bit earlier that night for a couple reasons. But whatever time I do start at, if it's abnormal, I will tweet about it well in advance. I'm going to be contemplating Randall Megamind to you now. Honestly, me too. He did have kind of a Megamind type arc. But, thank you all for attending the stream. I hope you had a good time, even with all of my rampant misogyny. And I will see you on Wednesday. Good night, everyone.